Hey there! I am going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, math. No, not really. But I've been getting a lot of questions over the eBay's new managed payments, and I wanted to try to crunch some numbers with you and clear up a little bit of the math on that. So let's dig into that. Okay, the numbers. So let me just first go over that for those that don't know. eBay is moving into something called managed payments. And basically all it means is instead of a third party, which PayPal is what's been being used, handling the transaction, the money part of the transaction between you and your buyers, eBay is now going to manage that in-house. They are going to take charge of that. So there's some number stuff going on that a lot of sellers are concerned about, and myself included. So let's I crunched some numbers and I want to share those with you, as well as go over some of the information that has been told to me by some of the people in charge of this program within eBay itself. I got to really dig into this with Brian Burke and John Lee, I believe his name, who is in pricing, and really try to help me understand the numbers as they're being presented. So I've done now with that information. They've said that we should be looking at this not on a transaction by transaction basis, but holistically, meaning look at the big picture, look at your total monthly sales, or even your total quarterly or annual sales, and that the majority of sellers will see a decrease in fees. And I'm kind of getting that now that I've put some numbers on here. So let me just share with you some of the math that I've done to help me understand this better and where they're coming from better. So currently, this is what's happening currently. I hope you can see that. Where's my camera? All right, so let's just take the wind's blowing. I gotta make sure my notes don't blow away. Let's take a $20 sale, and let's just say there's $10 of shipping collected. If you're doing free shipping, then just say it's a $30 transaction. But basically, you've got a $30 transaction, with the shipping involved there. Now, if there is sales tax charged on that, it's going to be, and I just rounded numbers, so let's just say like a 8%. I rounded the number. Let's just say $2.50 of sales tax is collected, because it doesn't matter what the percent is. Let's just take the number, because I'm going to make it the same no matter what we do. I told you guys, I hate math. So there is a total transaction of $32.50 that gets collected. Okay, no matter whether it's eBay or PayPal or whoever. Right now it's PayPal. So now the current, what you would pay would be $2.75, which is a 9.15% final value fee, and you're going to pay a 94-cent PayPal fee, which is 2.9%, and then a 30-cent transaction fee that PayPal also collects. So your total fees right now would be $3.99 on that $30 transaction. Okay? You got that. Now, with the new managed payments, what you're going to have, we're going to have that same $30 transaction, but now you've got the $2.50 sales tax combined in the total amount collected of $32.50. And so now you're going to pay an 11.5% final value fee, which comes to $3.74 plus the 30-cent transaction fee, for a total of $4.04. Yes, that is more than $3.99. That's 5 cents more you're going to pay in that circumstance. Okay, so you look at that and you go, my fees are going to be higher, right? Now, there's about a third of the states that do not require the collection of sales tax. So when you sell things to any of those states, eBay is not collecting sales tax. And the number they told me that it turns out on average to be about 20% of a seller's total transactions. So about 20%, and you can look at your numbers and see if that stands true. You do not get sales tax charged to your buyer on every single transaction. So now you take this same transaction, and without the sales tax, your final value fee is going to be $3.75 or 24 cents less, okay, than it is now. So, okay, we're going to take that information and let's just say you do $2,000 in sales for the month and another $1,000 collected for shipping. So let's go to $3,000 total collected for the month, which is going to be at the 9.15%. That is $274.50 in final value fee. Now let's just say 80% of those transactions have sales tax collected, and I rounded it to about 8% for $192, okay? So the total amount processed now through PayPal, $3,192. So at 2.9%, that's $92.57. And let's just say it was 100 transactions, and so that's at 30 cents a piece, that's $30. Okay? Total fees, $397.07. That's how it currently is. Now, managed payments, let's take that same month of sales for $3,000 total. 80% of them with sales tax, so 80% of $3,000 is $2,400 times 8% is $192, which is the same thing I figured out here, okay? So $192 of sales tax. So now the total amount processed is $3,192, same as it was over here, but the difference is on that $3,192, you're paying the final value fee of 11.5%, which is $367.08 plus the $30. That's the same whether it's PayPal or managed payments. Total fees, $397.08. Basically, it went up a penny. It went up a penny from current when you take the numbers on a whole. Now, here's the next thing they told me. So if you are a top-rated seller plus, you get a 10% final value fee discount. And I'm going to talk about how I feel about the requirements in a minute. So you take that $367.08, subtract $36.71, which is 10%. You've now brought your fees down to $330.37, which, yes, that is cheaper than it is now. Because right now, you are not, it's 9.15%, and it's not including the sales tax, but when we go to managed payments, now it's all inclusive at 11.5%. So it's a higher fee rate, but that also means a bigger discount. Okay, so see the logic there? I get it. I see the logic. I will tell you where I'm having a little of a tough time swallowing the pill is, and I told the guys this too, a top-rated seller plus has a requirement that you must have same or one-day handling. I have that, no problem. 30 days with free 30 days or more with free returns with a money back option. I have 60 days with a money back option, which I think is pretty generous in the antiques and collectibles end of things. I'm having a lot of trouble with this free returns thing. Now, I have committed to try it. I will try it. I don't get a ton of returns. My feeling on that is because buyers do not want to pay to ship something back if they know in their heart it was remorse, or they made a mistake, or they broke it, or they did something. Okay, so I feel like that's why my return rate is low. I have that very generous, yes, you can return it, but you're going to pay for it. Now they want me to do free returns. And here is what they give you for free returns. They will reimburse the label fee up to $6 if it's a false item not as described case, which you have to prove. They will remove negative and neutral feedback. That's all great. It's all fine. And you have the option of refunding up to 50% as a partial refund deduction if the item is used or damaged. I really wish eBay would put their money where their mouth is and do for us what they're asking us to do for the customers. I don't understand the $6 only on the label return. I think eBay should make us whole. If we are generously allowing these customers to return things like no questions asked, then eBay should stand behind us a little more. At least up to $10 label return, since you can barely ship anything for $6. Actually, I think they should just return the actual label fee and the 50% item deduction. I guess it's better than nothing, but truly, I'd like to see eBay fix this a little better. But I have committed that I am going to try the free returns so that I can get the top rated seller plus. And we'll check the numbers out in about 6 months, and I will report back to you how that's worked out for me. It may turn out just fine. I may be super happy, and I may start getting that extra 10% off the final value fees, and all will be right with the world. So it's not managed payments in and of itself that I'm worried about. It is managing to get that bit of an extra discount and having to do the free returns. So if you're with me, leave me a comment down there. Let me know how you're feeling about this. As I said before, change is always hard, frustrating. If your business is running along smooth and PayPal works and you've got this system, it's really frustrating because this change isn't coming out of your need to make a change in your business. It's coming out of eBay's need to make a change in their business, which I totally understand. As I said in my last video about this, that eBay and PayPal are no longer married, and this was a logical place for eBay to go. So it isn't a matter of eBay switching to managing the whole transaction and the payments. That's not even an issue for me. But the fees, I'm really good at managing the profit margins in my business and everything, but when I think about these things, I'm not just thinking about it from my own perspective. I think about all of the small sellers that I have helped and coach and teach, and have done so for many years, and the pains they're going to be feeling, and how it's something that's going to have to get learned to make sure you're managing your business in the best way possible to keep as much money as possible in your pocket, because that's what it's all about. So I'm sure we'll be having more discussions about this, and I hope I did my math all right. I'm sure if I didn't, somebody's going to correct me down in those comments. So happy to know how you feel about this, and continue to be a voice for you. And with that, go be profitable and make it fun. And that's the key. Keep making it fun. And this stuff It's just a nuisance. Okay? All right. We'll see you on the next one.